guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I am going to guide you the entire process of setting up your Shopify store. I am going to cover everything step by step, breaking down all the features and configurations, and by the end of this video you will have a full functional Shopify store and of course beginning selling your product. And if by any chance if you haven't signed up yet for Shopify, I am also going to leave you the best current deal for getting started linked down below in my description. Right now it is at $1 for your first 3 months. Instead of paying the whole price for the plan that you're going to pay, you're only going to pay $1 per each month and then save tons of money that you can use on different things, maybe marketing. So without wasting so much time, let's go ahead and dive into today's video. So once you click the link down below on my description, this is the page that you're going to see, and over here we're going to put our email address and start our free trial. So after that, I'm going to click here, start free trial. And then on this page, Shopify is going to ask you questions so they could get to know more about your business. Pretty much you can choose to skip this process by clicking here, skip, or you can just go ahead and answer them quickly. So that way Shopify can get to know more about your business and know what kind of tools they could recommend to you so you can run your business. So I'm just going to go ahead and answer this question quickly, but if you don't want, you can go ahead and click here, skip customize setup. So over here, Shopify is going to ask you, where are you planning to sell? So are you going to sell on the online store, in person, at events, on social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok shop, or in person at a retail store? So if you own a physical store or you have an existing website or blog and you just want to add a buy button to your website, or also if you are selling on online marketplaces like Etsy, Amazon, and more, so you can go ahead and select which one is applicable to you. So in my case, I am going to click here online. I am only going to be selling only online, and then I'm going to click next. So over here, these are also some of few questions Shopify is going to ask you. Is this a new business or an existing business? So in my case, I am a new business, so I'm going to select that and then I'm going to click next. And also over here, where do you plan to sell? So either if you're making your own product, if you're buying a product, or make the products by yourself, and they'll be shipped by you, you can go ahead and select that. Or if you're doing a drop shipping product, whereby the product will be sourced and shipped by a third party, you can go ahead and select that. Or if you're doing print on demand products, whereby those will be just your designs and they'll be printed and shipped by a third party, you can select that. Another one is a digital product. So if you're selling maybe music, digital art, or NFTs, you can select that. And if you're providing different services like coaching, housekeeping, and consulting, you can select that. Or if you have no idea what you're planning to sell, you can just click here, so you can tell them like, okay, I have no idea what I'm planning to sell, so I'll make my decision later. So in my case, I'm just going to go ahead and select a product I buy or make myself, and then I am going to click next. Okay, now on this part, this is where you're going to choose a plan. So there are 3 plans available right here. There is a basic one, which is the most popular, and there is a grow and advanced. So basic is one of the most popular plan. So if you are a solo entrepreneur or you're just getting started, this will be the best one to use. And this will just be only one person. You are the only one who will be managing everything. But if your business is growing and you have teams, like you'll be working with different people, they'll be managing different things, then you should go with a grow plan. So with this one, you'll have 5 additional staff people that could work within your business. And if you click the link down below on my description, you'll get this cool deal. Instead of paying the full price for the plan, you're only going to pay $1 per month for 3 months. So this is really cool. You'll get to save so much money. Instead of paying the whole price, you're just going to pay $1. So make sure you use the link down below on my description. Now what we're going to do, because we're just getting started, let's go ahead and use basic. So I'm going to click here, try basic, and over here this is where you're going to enter your credit or debit card information, or if you want to pay using PayPal, you can go ahead and select PayPal and you can pay with PayPal. So in my case, I am going to use a credit or debit card. And then again, first of all, you'll get 3 days free trial, and then after that you'll be getting charged $1 per month for 3 months. And then after that, they'll tell you the exact date where they're going to charge you the normal plan price, which in my case is going to be September. So I'm just going to go ahead and pay with my card. So I'll just put my informations, and after that I am going to click here subscribe. So now after that, Shopify will take you on your Shopify homepage. So this is the homepage. Now the first thing that I am going to do, I am going to start adding products. And then so when you click here on the product section, you will see different things. There is products, so this is where we're going to start adding products. And then over here we're going to create different collections, and over here you will see all different inventory, how many quantity of products you have on your inventory. And then over here you'll see all different purchase orders, and you can track and receive inventory ordered from suppliers. And this is also for the people who have a physical store. So for transfer, over here you can track all the transfer that you move between different locations. So if you have multiple locations and you move your inventory, this is where you can track all of those. And then over here you can create a gift card. Either you can add a gift card as a product, or you can just create a gift card and then you can sell them. So let's go ahead and start adding products. Click here add product, and now I'm going to put my product title. I'm going to type in here fur print top. Okay, then on the description section you can go ahead and put your product information. So I'm just gonna go ahead and paste in, but pretty much you can talk about what you want to tell your customers about this specific product, so they could know what they're buying from you. And you can do like so many things. You can, if you want to, maybe link specific, maybe like a video or a product, like showing like a model, like showing like how to wear it, how to style it. You can just highlight one of these and click here where it says insert link, and then you can put the link, maybe a link of your video or a link of a blog post and things like that. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna leave it as how it is. And then next over here we are going to upload images of the product. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click here upload new, and then I'm going to upload the image of my product. So anytime you're uploading images for your product, what I normally recommend is adding more than one image of your product. That way your customer can see different angles of your product. So far I only have one picture for my product, so I just added an extra one so you can see what I mean by that. And one thing is, whenever you upload a product, the first image is the one that will be shown when your customer are viewing your product. So let's say you don't want this image, you want another image to be the first one here, you can just go ahead and grab it and drag it on the front. So this is how you can move around different images. And then over here, this is the categories. So it has been auto-filled automatically by Shopify, which is really cool. So pretty much this means that what kind of category this product is going to be at. So you can click this arrow down here. Let's say you don't want this category, you can just go ahead and select like another category, but this category is right. And one thing about Shopify, this is like one of the new features, is that you can pretty much edit your media images that you uploaded on your product. So you can click the product, and then over here you can actually resize. You can either crop, you can crop the product, or you can crop your image by like that, and you can change the image shape however you want it. You can also, so once you select the size, you can click here apply. You can also maybe draw and things like that. You can do so many things with these cool features that Shopify has. You can also, after you made like all your changes and stuff, you can also go ahead and download an image. So for in my case, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to leave it as how it is. And then now scrolling down here, you'll find a section where you can put the prices of your product. So let's say, like, how much do you want to sell this product? So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna sell this product as $19.99, and then compare at price. This means if you want to put this product on sale. So that's what compare at price means. So when your customer visited your website, the actual price will be striked and they'll see a new price showing case this product is on sale. But in my case, I'm not going to put a compare at price because I'm not going to put my product on sale. And then coming down here where it says a charge tax on this product, so over here, make sure this box is selected if you're going to charge taxes on your product. And of course, this also depends on where you are running your business at, so you need to pay attention on that. And then cost by item, this means how much did you buy this product here. That way it can calculate your profit and your margin as well. So let's say I bought this product for $4.99. So, and that this will calculate automatically, showing case that I will be having $15 on profit, and my profit margin is going to be 75%. So you need to pay attention when it comes on pricing your product. If your profit margin is below 50%, that means you're going to make loss. You're not going to make profit at all. So make sure you're pricing your product in a reasonable price. That way you're going to have profit. So make sure your profit margin is not below 50%. Okay, now going down here on the inventory section. So this is, if you select this box here, Shopify will be tracking your inventory, and this will tell you anytime when your product is like running out. It will also tell you like how many quantity are you left on this style. So make sure you select this product. And over here, if you have different locations, this is where you can put like how many locations do you have. And also, if you want to sell this product, if it's out of stock, you can go ahead and select this one. But what I recommend you is, if you want to select this box, make sure that you're going to restock your product very fast. If you're not sure, don't select this because it's going to be really tricky. Your product will still be shown as available on your website, and when people purchase it, at the end of the day on your warehouse, you don't have any of this product because you are sold out. So make sure you don't select this one, like continue selling when out of stock. That way when the product is out of stock, it won't be selling on your website. Now down here, if you want to add a SKU or barcode on your product, you can go ahead and add a SKU number. Maybe you want to give this product as a 1000 SKU number, so you can go ahead and do that, but it really is not a must to do it. It's up to you if you want to do it. Okay, now down here, this is the shipping section. So if your product is a physical product, make sure this box here is selected because you will be doing shipping, and you can put the weight here, but we wouldn't be doing this over here as I will be showing you how to set up your shipping later on. So I'm just going to leave it as how it is. Now coming down on the variants, this is where you're going to put different variants of your product, maybe like different sizes, different colors, and things like that. And as you can see here, down here on the category meta field, the meta field has already did some calculation about this type of product that we have. As you can see here, the color we have, this is the floral color, and the material, and what kind of age group this product will be for, and things like that. So let's just go ahead and add our variant. So let's go and add color. So I'm just gonna say floral. Oh, I'm gonna add another color, and then maybe there will be another one like in pink. So these will be the different colors. So I have floral, gold, and pink. Okay, let's add another variant, and now we're going to put size. Like what kind of size do you have? So we're going to have, if you select on this box here, you'll have this default entries will come up. So we're going to have small, medium, and large, and extra large. And then I'm just going to click done. Okay, and then when down here, we're going to put like how many quantities do we have by each of this product. So first of all, what cool thing I want to show you, you can also add images by each of your variants. So let's say you have a floral print, you can click in there and you can select the type of product. And also you have another item, but this one will be in gold color and another one will be in pink color. You can just go ahead and select, and you can put an image that will be in gold, and then you can go ahead and add another image that will be in pink. This is a good way to showcase your customer how the product actually looks like. Okay, now we are going to add how many quantities do we have by each of the colors. So click this arrow down here, and then over here you're going to put like, so I have 100 on this every size on this color. I have all of this, and then same goes to the other styles as well. So we're gonna add here, I'm gonna add here, and I'm gonna add. So do the same thing to all your variants that you have. This is how you can add the quantities and things like that. And then after that, down here it will show like how many inventory are they going to be available. So this will calculate for you automatically. Okay, now down here, this is the search engine optimization. So pretty much if you click on here, this is how the product will be showcased on the Google. So anyone, if they are searching your product on Google, this is how it will pop up. So this will be the product title, and this is the description. So you can go ahead and edit, and this is the URL handle. So if you are not happy about how it shows here, you can go ahead and edit, but so far everything looks great, so I'm just gonna leave it as how it is. Now let's go up here. So over here, this is where you're going to change, this is where you can put the status of your product. If you want your product to be active when you publish your store, make sure the status here says active. But if you don't want this product to be active right away, you can just go ahead and select draft. That way this product won't be published and it won't be shown on your website. So in my case, I'm just gonna leave it as active. And then this is where you can manage where you want this product to be published. So far, we're going to sell on the online store. So if you're going to have a point of sale or shop, though it shows here, this is where the product will be published at. You can also click here to manage. So let's say you don't want to include maybe like some of this. You can click the product, you can click the box, and you can click exclude, and that will be excluded. But if you want to include it back, you can include them back. So this is your sales channel. And then I'm gonna click done. Okay, let me go back. I'm going to include point of sale, and the online store I'm going to include. So this is how you can publish them. Now down here, this is for your product organization. Pretty much this is just for you, so when you go back to just take a look more on the product, you get to know, like, let's say if this product has been selling really well and you want to restock it, this is where you're going to learn more about it, like what type of product this was, what's the vendor name of this product, so it can be easy for you to contact the vendor and restock back the product. And over here you can put the tags. So pretty much the tags will make it easier, like when your customer are visiting your store and they're looking for maybe a tank top, by putting tags here, when they search tank top, this product will shown on your website. So it's always good to have tags to put there. Okay, now the next thing, I think that should be good. I'm just gonna go ahead and click save. So once you're happy about everything and you think this looks great, you can go ahead and click save, and now Shopify will tell you that your product has been saved. So this is how you can create your products on your Shopify store. Now let's go back here on the product section. Now you'll see this is where the products is located, and you can see the product name over here, the image of the product. You can see the status of the product, if it's active, which we serve it as active. You can also see the inventory, like how many inventories do you have in stock, and with how many variants. You will see all of them here, and also you'll see the category of the product, which is the tank top. And same goes for sales channel, like how many sales channel you have. So over here we have online store, point of sale, and the shop. So, and also if you want to navigate more, this is where you can find all your listed product, and over here all the active products, and over here you'll find all your draft product if you have them, and all the product that has been archived, you will see all of them there. So this is how you can add product in your Shopify store. So now next I am going to add more products, and I am going to follow the same step that I followed on this section here, and then after when I am done, I'll get back and we can continue on the next step. Okay, so now I'm done adding all the products. So the next step is adding collections. Okay, so when you come to collection, over here you'll find a homepage as one of the collections. So pretty much this one comes by default with a theme, but we really don't need it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and select it, and then I'm going to delete it. So let's delete this collection. And now let's go ahead and start creating our own collection. So I'm just gonna click here, create collections. And then I am going to give my collection a title. So I'm gonna say tank tops, and then over here you can write a description. So pretty much it really is not a must to write a description, but if you want to, you can go ahead and add it. But this one will just be for you, your customer won't see it. But what is really important and you can't miss out is add an image that will be shown on your collection. So the images is very important. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click here, add image, and I am going to add an image for my collection. So I'm just gonna, let's go ahead and select this one here, then I'm gonna click done. Okay, now the next thing is we're going to select types of collection. So there are two different type of collection. There is a manual collections and there is a smart collection. So a manual collection, you'll be adding a product to this specific collection that you're creating every time when you add new product in your collection. So you have to come back on the collections and add them manually. And I wouldn't recommend this if you're having like so many products in your store. If you have like few products, you can use a manual, but if you have so many products, using a manual collection type will be a wastage of time. So this is where another collection type comes, which is a smart collection. So this one, you can use different condition to create this collection. So every time when you add a new product and you put different condition, for example, like maybe product tags and many more other conditions, these product will go straight into this specific collection that you put here by using specific condition that you wrote here. I'll show you how to create both of this collection. Let's start with a manual collection. So make sure this manual collection is selected, and then over here on the product, you can go ahead and click in there and you can browse the product and you can find the specific product that will be on the category of tank tops. Or what you can do, you can just go ahead and type in here like tank tops and all your tops will come up and things like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and browse, and I am going to put all the tank tops that I have in my store. Okay, I'm just going to put that and that. So okay, so go ahead and select your product and then click add. So that's how you can add all your product into this collection using manually. And then after that, you can go ahead and click save. Okay, now Shopify will tell us you have successfully created your collections, your tank top collections. So that is one way of creating collection using manually. Now let me go ahead and show you how you can create your collection by smart way. And one thing, if you want to view your collection, you can just click here, view, and this is how your collection will be looking like. They have all our tank tops. Okay, now let's go back into collection. Click collection. So this is our collection here. Now let's go ahead and create another collection. This time we are going to create a smart weight collection. So I'm just gonna put here t-shirts collection. So this is my title. Okay, and then I'm going to add an image, and I'm gonna put this t-shirt here. Okay, and now we are going to create a smart type collection. So over here on a smart, as I said before, you will create this by putting different conditions. So if you click here on this condition box, you can use either a title, so your condition will be based on the title, types, category, vendor, tag, price, compared price, weight, inventory stock, variant, title, or like meta field, which you can click here and you can see all these meta field here. I personally like to use tags, as this is very easy to use, but you can go ahead and select and pick any condition that aligns with you. And then after that, you can go over here and select the condition. Do you want it's gonna depend on how many conditions do you want, are you going to have. So first, let me go ahead and add the condition. So the tag is equal to t-shirt. So these are some of the tags I actually added when I was creating my product. And then another tag, I am going to put graphic tee. And if you have another tag, you can go ahead and type them, like maybe cut tees. Okay, so now these are my conditions. So based on your condition, how do you want these specific collections to all these products that they're going to be linked on this condition, on these collection, they need to meet all these conditions. So if you want that, you can go ahead and select this all conditions. So any type of t-shirt needs to have all these 3 conditions. So but if it doesn't really matter, you just need for them to meet any of this condition, you can go ahead and select that any condition. This is how I like selecting like any condition, but you can be specific, like maybe all condition, based on how you set up your store. Okay, so that is pretty much it. And then I am going to click here, save. So now my collection will be created and all the product will be added. As you can see there, these are the products, the tea I have, and they have any of these conditions. So adding collection with the smart way is really good if you have tons of products, as they will be added automatically. You don't have to add them manually, like one by one. Okay, now let's go back. So I only have one more collection. I'm gonna put here denim shorts, and I'm going to add my image, and I'm going to browse. I'm going to clear the menu, and I am going to browse all my denim shorts. So I don't have many products, and then I'm gonna go ahead and click save. Okay, so this is how you can create your collection. So we're pretty much done on the product, and we are also done adding collection, and I showed you manual way and a smart way. So now the next thing that we are going to do, let's go ahead on the online store. Click here online store, and this is where we're going to a theme. So over here you can select a theme. So far right now, the current theme that we have here is a down theme. Let's say you don't want to use a down theme and you want to explore different themes. You can scroll down here and you'll find different recommendations from Shopify. All of these are themes that are available. But if you don't find anything you like from here, you can go ahead and click here, visit theme store. And over here you can browse all the themes. So there are free one and the paid one. So if you want the free theme, you can go ahead and select free, and all the free theme will be shown here. You can browse and take a look, just in case if you want to know how to customize your store specific based on the down theme. Since Spotlight, Thread them, you can visit my Shopify playlist. I have tons of different tutorials on how to customize your store based on this different type of theme. Or let's say you want a paid theme, you can go ahead and select paid theme here, and all the paid themes will be shown here, and you can go ahead and check them out. So let's say you want to customize your store using this theme. For example, this is a new theme, say Savor. Okay, then you can go ahead here, you can view the themes. So this is how the theme looks like. It looks pretty beautiful. Okay, so you can also check how the product looks like, how the images looks like, so you can take a look. And once you're happy with it, you can just go ahead and click here, try themes, and then this theme will be added into your Shopify. Okay, now this will take us back inside our Shopify, and the theme will be added there. Okay, and then after that, you're gonna have to publish this theme because you want to use this Savor theme and not a down theme. So make sure to click here, publish, and then the theme will be published. And now instead of having down, we're going to have Savor. So that's how you can actually switch out different themes. But in this tutorial, I want to use down theme. So I'm just gonna go back and publish this back because I want to use this specific theme. And now it will be published right here. So now let's go ahead and click here, customize. So inside here, this is how your theme will be looking like. This is where we're going to pretty much customize our theme. So far, since we started by adding different collections, different products, all our products will be added automatically in our store. But for now, let's go ahead and start customizing our store. Let's go ahead and start by on the announcement bar here, right over here. So you can click announcement, and over here you can write different announcement. Let's say maybe you're opening your store and this is the grand opening. So you can say maybe grand opening, get 20% off everything, or you can say maybe free shipping on all order. So I'm just going to say on all order. Maybe you want free shipping on all order over, let's say over $75. So you can put that there and your customer will know. And let's say you want this announcement to be clickable. You can go ahead and select here, link. You can select here link, and you can link either maybe collections or specific products or for specific pages that could the page maybe will be talking about shipping or and etc. or a blog. It just depends on what kind of announcement you're putting there and you want this to be clickable. So I'm just gonna go ahead and select collection, and then I am going to link all my collections. So when they click that, so this little arrow will show up here indicating that this announcement is clickable. So when they click it, they'll be taken on all the collections. So all my collection that I have, okay, or specific collection that you have. Okay, now coming back on my announcement, let's go back on home. And okay, now that's done. Now next we're going here on our header section or our main menu. So this is where we can customize our header section and our main menu, but we'll do this a little bit later. For now, you can add your store logo, for example. So you can click in there. You can go over here on the settings, and then you can click here logo. And if you have your logo already, you can go ahead and select, and then you can add your logo and click done, and now your logo will be uploaded. And you can also change the size of the header if you want, the width, but it's gonna look really weird, so I will recommend you to leave it around 80 is good. Okay, and then going back to our header, now we can position our logo. So if you want it to be maybe on the top left, on the top center, middle center. You can select how you want it. I like it middle left, so I'm just gonna leave it as how it is. So that is pretty much for the header section for now. Later on I'll show you how to customize your main menu. For now we can leave it as how it is. Now let's go back. Now let's go ahead and start customizing our image banner section. So you can click inside, and over here you can select an image. If you have an image that you want to use, you can go ahead and select it, or you can use free resources from Shopify where you can explore free images. But I wouldn't really recommend you using all these free images because pretty much everyone is using them, and if you have cool images, beautiful images, and clear to use for your brand, you can go ahead and use them, so that way you can stand out from all other competitors and other people, or because all your images will be unique because everyone is using this, so you don't want to look the same as other people. But on this case I'm just gonna go ahead and explore for images because it is just a tutorial. So I can click that category, or I can just go ahead here and type in here fashion, and all these fashion images will come up, and you can go ahead and select different images and make sure your banner image looks good. So in my case I do sell shorts and t-shirts, so this banner image might kind of look good, or I can keep browsing more. So let me see, I can type in here maybe denim short, can put that, or I can put this. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it that, and then so once you find an image that you like, you can go ahead and click here select, and that image will be selected. Okay, so let's say your image was a little bit blurry and you want it to be clear and sharp. You can go ahead here and change your overlay opacity. Right now it is on 30, so if I want it to be like really sharp like that, I'm just gonna leave it like, I'm just gonna reduce it, or you can increase it depending on how you want it. So but make sure you don't put it all the way to the end because it's gonna be like really dark. So I'm gonna leave it around 20. Okay, and then on your banner image you can put animation. So if you want this to be like animating, you can go ahead and select here maybe ambient movement, and you can see your banner image is moving. Or maybe you want a fixed background position, you can have it like that, or you can have zoom in and scroll, so it can also be like that. Okay, so I think I like it maybe ambient movement, so I'm just gonna leave it like that, but I think I'm just gonna leave it as 9. So you can play around with all these settings and see how you like it. And then you can also change your banner image size by selecting the height. So for now mine is large. You can go ahead and change it if you want it to be medium, so the medium size will change, or you want it to be small, or you want it to adapt the first image that you added there. So in my case I'm just gonna leave it, let me see, I think I like it medium, so I'm just gonna leave it as medium there. Okay, now let's edit our image here, our text, the heading. So new arrivals, okay, let's say trending summer styles. I'm gonna put there summer styles, and then you can change the size of your heading. Maybe you want it to be extra large, or you want it to be small, or maybe medium. So I think I'm just gonna leave it as large so it can be more visible. Okay, and then if you want it to be bold, you can go ahead and make it bold. You want it to be italic, or you want to attach a link of these to be clickable, you can go ahead and do that. I think I'm just gonna leave it as regular, not italic and not bold. Maybe I'll just leave it bold. Okay, now let's go back. Now let's go ahead and edit our call to action button. So you can either change the label to maybe like shop now, or maybe buy now. Okay, And then you can make, and then now we have to make this as clickable, so we can link here maybe specific collections or products or pages, whatever you want to, whatever you want to direct your customers. So I'm just gonna put a specific collection, and I am going to put the denim shorts. Okay, and then if you want to have a container around the call to action, you can go ahead and unselect this outline style. But if you don't want this container, you only want to have an outline, you can go ahead and unselect it and turn it on, and then you will have only outline. Now let's say you want to have another call to action button. You can go ahead and just put here maybe shop now. Okay, and you can go ahead and link it and change the outline. But in my case, I really don't want to have two call to action, I just want to have one. But you can go ahead and do it if you want, but that's how you can do it. Okay, now great, I'm just gonna go ahead and click save so I won't lose my walk software. Okay, so now we have done customizing our banner image. Now let's go ahead and start customizing our template. So we can go ahead and click here, add section, and you can add so many different sections. You can add featured collection, featured product, collection list, rich text, image with text, image with banner again, slideshow, colleague, multi-column, multi-row, email sign up, contact form, and even video, blog post, and many more, even pages. So in our case, let's add featured collections. So I'm just gonna click here, featured collections, and over here we're going to add our featured collection. So we can click inside here and we can put a title, and we can put a title as maybe trending now, or we can put best seller. Okay, you don't really have to write a description. And then let's go ahead and select a collection type, like what kind of collection we want to showcase here. So I'm going to go ahead and click select. So either tank top or t-shirt or denim. This is the collection I have for now, but you'll get to see all the collection you have in your store lineup here. So in my case, I'm just going to select a tank top, and my tank top will be shown here. So over here you can select how many products do you want them to be shown on the row. So far I only have 4 products, but you can increase if you want maybe like 6, and all your product, if you have them, they'll all shown here. Or maybe you want to have only 3, there will only 3 shown there. Or maybe 2, only 2 will be shown there. So that's how you can do the product count. I think I'm just gonna do 4, and I am gonna leave them like that, and that should be good. Okay, and then over here, since you have many, if you have like more than 4 product on this collection, you'll have a call to action here that should tell you to view more, and when people click there, they'll be taken to the whole that specific collection. Okay, let me go back to home. Okay, so now we have our featured collections. Okay, now let's go ahead and add another collection. So I'm just gonna click here. So let's say you want this featured collection to be all the way on top here, on top of the featured product, and the featured product to be all the way down there. You can just go ahead and drag this, click the 6 dots and drag it up here, and now the featured collection will be up here and the featured product will be down here. Now let's go ahead and add another section. So this time we're going to add let's see, what should we add? Let's go ahead and add a featured product. So I'm just gonna click here, featured product. Okay, and a section will be added here, and over here we're going to add a specific product that we want to feature. So I'm going to click here, product that we are going to put it on the spotlight, and let's put this one, I love your team. Okay, and then when you do that, the product will be shown there with the detail, what color is available and the sizes, and the call to action to buy it. Okay, so that is really cool. So now I am going to drag my featured product up here on top of below the featured collection. So I'm just gonna click it, the 6 dots, and I'm gonna drag it there. So now I have my banner, bestseller, the featured product. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and add another section. So this is how you can pretty much customize your store. You can, if you have like so many products, this is the way of showcasing your products and decorate it so that way it can have a good view when your customers browsing your website. Okay, let's say we want to showcase our collection list. So let's go ahead and click collection list, and all the collection list will showcase here. And now we can list all our collections. So let's go ahead and type inside on one of the collection, and I am going to click here and I am going to select the collection. So this is going to be the denim collection, and then let's go ahead and click another one. We're going to select, let's put tank top, and another collection, let's put t-shirt collection. Okay, and then let's go back, let's go and edit our collection, and we can say maybe trending now, something like that. So you can put any kind of heading you want to showcase there, and you can also do like different customization here, but I really don't think it's really necessary, but you can go ahead and showcase them there. And then I'm gonna go back. Now let's go ahead and move this, the trending now, the collection list, let's put it on top here. Okay, so now this is how our website looks like. Kinda want to edit our featured product collection section, and I am going to change it to, I'm going to replace this and I'm going to put all the denim shorts. Okay, let's go ahead and add maybe one more last section, and this time we can add maybe another image banner, or if you want you can go ahead and add a video too. So in this case I'm just going to go ahead and add an image banner, and over here I am going to export for images as well, and I am going to put fashion, maybe this one. Okay, I am going to select these T images, and then I'm going to click here select, and then here on the image banner I am going to select this, and I am going to take out the container. I don't want the container to be showcased there. And then over here you can put your title, your heading. Let's say the heading will be talking about the specific banner and the product you showcase there, maybe summer colors, something like that. I'm just putting like something random, but you can go ahead and write something that makes sense. And you can also edit, you can put a detailed text there talking about this specific product you put here on the banner. And then let's go back. Now on the call to action here, I only want to have only one call to action, so I am going to take out one of them, and I am going to leave this here, and I am going to type in here learn more, and then I am going to link maybe a blog, so they could learn more about this, or maybe a page and things like that. So let's say I'm just going to link a blog. If you have a blog, the blog will showcase there, or maybe a page, your page will showcase there. So in this case, let's assume this is the page that will be talking about this specific information I want my customer to be taken and read about. So that's how you can do it, and that is pretty much it. Okay, so let's say you want this banner image to go on top of the featured product. I want it to go on top of the featured product, so I'm just gonna add it there. So now my website will be looking like that. And the last thing, I want to add the last section, which will be the either a contact form or email sign up. Pretty much email sign up, because a contact form normally have its own section on the main menu or the footer menu. So I'm just gonna put the email section here so they could subscribe. So you can change the heading, maybe subscribe to our newsletter, something like that. Okay, and you can also click inside here and put the little description, And yeah, and that's the call to action box. Okay, so that's how you can pretty much customize your store. I think so far it looks good, so I'm just gonna leave it as how it is. So I think now you have an idea on how you can customize your website and arrange different products to showcase your product by adding different sections. So I think I'm just gonna leave mine as how it is for now. And let's say you want to hide a specific section, maybe let's say the subscribe email, you don't want it to be here, you want to hide it. You can just go ahead next to the specific section you want to hide and click this eye thing here. When you do that, it's going to be hidden, it won't be shown there on your website. But if you want it to be shown, you can just go ahead and click the eye thing back and it will be back to be shown. Or you can just go ahead and delete the whole section by clicking the delete icon here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave it as how it is. Okay, so that's that. Let me go ahead and save my work. And now this is how your store will be actually looking like on the mobile. So anytime anyone who is browsing your store on the mobile, this is how your store will be looking like. And this is how on the full screen, this is what they'll see. Okay, so it's always good to preview your customization in all different devices to see how your setup is actually looking like, so you can adjust accordingly. And then going back to our desktop, this is how it's actually going to be looking like, and this is what we have been doing so far. So you can go ahead and play around and see how different section you can add and things like that. Now let me go ahead and start customizing our navigation menu, like adding different policies, and also customize our main menu and our footer menu. So what we're gonna do, let's exit this section, and first let's go ahead and view our online store software and see how it looks like. So this is how our online store will be looking like. Very beautiful. So you can add different sections to showcase different products. So let's click one of the products. So this is how the images will be looking like. This is the title, the price, the colors. Actually, let me go and view a different product. I think this one here. Okay, so this is the title. This should be the name of the store. So far right now, I didn't edit the name of my store, that's why the name is just my store, but this should be your store name. And then this is the product title, the price, and different colors that are available in your store. And whenever you click, you will see the product with the specific colors. Because of this tutorial, I don't have a gold or a pink. I just put the same specific picture, but I showed you when you're adding a product how you can add all of these different products. And then these are different sizes, and add to cart here. They can add the quantity, they can buy right here, and this is the product description. And down here the theme will pretty much recommend other different products that the customer might like. Okay, now let's go back. Now let's go on the settings. This is where we're going to customize our footer menu. So first, also on the settings here, you can customize, you can change the name of your store on the general. So if we click in here, over here you can change your store name to, I'm just gonna say my store name is hello. So you can put your store name, and this is your store email. If you have a phone number, you can go ahead and add it. So far I'm not gonna add that, so I'm just gonna leave it as like that. You can also change your billing address here by putting your legal business name and the address and the region that you're located. And then over here on the plan, as I said before, this is where you can choose your plan. You can choose your plan and things like that, as well as this is where you can also plan. This is where you can also cancel your plan if you want to cancel it. And this is where the billing information will also be located. And this is where you can manage all your users, the people who are running your store. And this is also depending on the plan that you specific have. If you're using a basic, you'll be the only user, you can't add more user. But if you are having another plan, this is where you can add your users. As you can see, I'm using a basic. My plan doesn't allow adding users, so I'm just cancel that. And this is where you can find all the roles of the people that you assigned in your store. So maybe you have customer support, a marketer, and the admin and things like that. And this is where you can manage all the security, like if you're working with like collaborator, maybe developers or marketer to help you customize more of your store. This is where you can give them access. And if you want to learn how to do it, I am going to link that video somewhere on the description, so you can go ahead and check it out. Also, the most important thing is a payment. So payment is very important. This is where you can add your payment method. And of course, you can't make your store public and start making sales and receiving money if you haven't set up your payment. So you need to complete your account setup. So first of all, you're gonna have to click there, complete setup. Before that, so with Shopify over here, you can accept credit, debit card. That's why it's very important to set this up. So you can just go ahead and click here, complete account setup, and the process will pretty much be easy and quick. So what you're going to do, you're just going to submit your information about your business. If you are, let's go ahead and click that. So you can select here if you're running your store as an individual, you haven't registered your business yet with the government, but you're just running it as you as an individual, then you can select this box. But if you're a registered business, you can select this box here, and you can select if you're a sole proprietor or a private corporation, public corporation, or there is a public partnership, private partnership. You can select the type of your business nature on how you register your business. Or if you're a non-profit, this is where you can also select if you are an incorporated non-profit or an incorporated non-profit. So you can select that there. So if let's say you are just an individual, you can select and click next over here. This is where you can put your first name, last name, your date of birth, your social security number, your phone number, email, and your residential address. Okay, let's go back. But if you picked as a registered business, maybe a sole proprietorship, and click next, this is where you're going to put your registered name, your EIN number, which is your employer identification number, and the business address as well. So depending on what kind of business nature you have different steps to complete. So for example, as an individual, we only have 4 steps, I believe. 4 steps, but the steps are like very easy and straightforward. So make sure to set your payment methods right there, because this is very important, as the aim of starting this business is to make sales and receive money. So you can receive money if you haven't set up your Shopify payments yet. Okay, another method, you can receive payments different method, like maybe PayPal. So you can click here and add, and you can search a provider, maybe a PayPal and stuff like that. Okay, but the very important payment method is setting this up first, the Shopify payments. Okay, now the next important things I want to show you, that will be the policies. So this is where you can create your policies, which will go under footer menu. So on the policies here, there is a refund policy, privacy policy, terms of service, shipping policy, and contact information. So let's go ahead and start by return and refund policy. So once you click that, you can click here, insert template. So this template comes with Shopify has it automatic. So what you're gonna do is just gonna read it thoroughly and edit specific information and take out some of information that doesn't align with your brand. For example, the European Union market, maybe this doesn't align with your brand, you can go ahead and delete it. And maybe the template says we have 30 days return policy. Maybe you don't have 30 days, maybe you have maybe 2 days return policy, or you don't have you can't return specific product, maybe swimming suit and stuff like that. So make sure to read them thoroughly and edit specific information that doesn't align with your brand. And also you can delete some other information. And then once you're done and happy about it, you can just go ahead and click publish, and that should be there. And then same goes to the privacy policy. You can go ahead. So over here there's a box that say we use automated policy. So if you want the specific policy that comes with Shopify to be used, you want to use the latest Shopify template, you can go ahead and turn this off, and then this should be it. And then make sure to go ahead and read everything and take out the information that doesn't apply on your business. And yeah, so pretty much this is just to help you save time going through all this kind of informations, but the templates are here to make your job more easier, so make sure to read them thoroughly and then go ahead and click save. Okay, next, terms of service, something you can go ahead and insert the template and read thoroughly everything, and then delete some of the information that doesn't align with the brand like that, and then click publish. Same goes for the shipping policy. So for the shipping policy here, Shopify doesn't have a template, so you need to come up with your shipping policy. This depends, it varies with different businesses, different locations, so you need to come up with your own shipping policy. So let's say you are struggling to write yours, you can just go ahead and ask ChatGPT. You can also browse different competitors who are on the same market as you, who are selling specific things like you're located maybe on the same region as you. You can just see how their shipping policy is, and you can just take some inspiration. Don't copy and paste their shipping policy, take some inspiration to write your own shipping policy. Okay, and then you can paste. So I'm just gonna pretend this is it, and so just go ahead, you can type in and edit them by using this editing bar section. And so in my case, I'm just gonna go ahead and paste, and then I am going to click publish. Same goes for the contact information. You can go ahead and insert the template, and you can take out some information that doesn't align with your business, and you can go ahead and click publish. So that is how you can create your store policies. Now let's go to the domain. So click here, domain. So let's say you don't have a domain, like so far right now your store will be go here. So this will be your store name, like with my Shopify.com. You don't really have a professional domain, so you can buy a domain within Shopify. Or if you have an existing domain, you can go ahead and click here, connect, and you can put your domain name and click next to follow the steps. And the steps are very straightforward, very easy to follow up. And then if you want to buy a new domain, you can go ahead and buy a new domain. Like so far right here, it shows you this is what your store will be looking like. Your domain name is myshopify.com, so you can go ahead and buy a new domain here. So for example, my store name is hello. So when you search it here, Shopify is going to tell you hello.com isn't available, so you can just try to be creative, maybe hello 24. Let me see. Okay, so I just put hello 24, and you can see, depending on the name you put there, you will see the name that is going to be available, the domain that is going to be available, and the one that are not available. So the one that are available, you will see them here with the price that you can buy. So you can go ahead and pick the domain that you want. So you can click buy, and you can fill out your informations, and then you can just go ahead and click buy domain. And this is just straightforward. There is no complication. And one thing you need to pay attention is that this is not going to be a refundable purchase. It's a non-refundable, so you need to pay attention on that. Okay, so that is that. And then another important thing is shipping and deliveries. This is where you can customize all your shipping. You can create a profile, you can create a shipping zone. So I am gonna go over the shipping. I have a full video that I went into extremely detailed. I don't want to make this video like really long, so I'm gonna leave the video linked down below on my description regarding shipping. So make sure to check that out. and set up your shipping correctly. Okay, so that's the important part on the settings. Now let's go here. Let's go back on our customization, your store customization. Let's go ahead and customize our main menu. So click in here, main menu, and we are going to click here, main menu on the menu, and we are going to click edit. Okay, so the menu item is actually going to help you arrange your products, your collections, and different categories that are available in your store. So let's say I'm going to click here, add, and right here we have denim shorts. I'm going to put here denim shorts, and I'm going to search, and I'm going to link denim short collections. Okay, and then another menu, I'm gonna put tops. Okay, and I am going to link it and put the collection. I'm gonna put all the tank tops. Same goes to the t-shirts, and I'm going to link the specific collections and these other t-shirts. Okay, so that is how you can create your main menu. Let's go ahead and click save here. Okay, let's go on our store. Previously, this is how our main menu was looking like. So let's go ahead and refresh it. Okay, I'm just gonna refresh it here. Okay, it doesn't show. Okay, it shows here now. So that's home, catalog, contact, denim short, tops, and t-shirt. So that's how they look like. So now I want to move this. I want to move the top to be the first one here, t-shirt and stuff like that. So just gonna go back on our main menu, and I'm going to drag this to the home. I'm gonna put top here, and then I'm gonna put t-shirts, and I'm gonna put denim. I'm gonna leave the catalog there and the contact form there, and then I'm going to click save. And if I go back here, well, let's refresh it. Okay, now you can see here the top has been moved. So that's how it looks like. Let me go back here and click on online store. This is how people, customers, visitors will be able to see our store. So when they click on the tops, they'll be taken in all the tops section, the t-shirt, all the t-shirt section, denim short, all the denim shorts. And this is just the catalog. Everything else, there'll be like everything that is available in your store, my store, blah blah blah. This will show everything. Okay, and this over here, when they click contact, this is the contact form where they can put their first name, email, and phone number, and the information they want to contact you about, and click send. Now let's go and customize our footer menu. So as you can see, our footer menu, all the policy that we added has been added already. Let's say you want to add another section or a block on your footer menu. So click here, add a block. Maybe you want to add brand informations. You can add it there, so you can put the information you want to put. Or maybe, let me go delete this. Let's add another block. Maybe you want to add an image, specific image here. You can go ahead and select there and select an image and put the image, the specific image you want to showcase here on the footer menu. That's how you can do it. Okay, so you can do so many things here. First, I don't want this image, so I'm just gonna take that out. Okay, so if I scroll down on the policies, when I click here, private policy, I'll be taken on the private policy, and all the information will be showcased here. As you can if you can remember, these are the policy that we created earlier. Okay, same goes for the shipping, and this is the contact information too. Yeah, so that is pretty much it. So now, one thing you need to pay attention, so after you're done customizing your entire website, you can't publish your store as of yet if your store is password protected. So you need to remove the password, and to remove the password, you need to pick a plan. So to remove the password, pick a plan. So click pick a plan and then select the plan. We talked about the plans before, and then once you subscribe, your password will be removed and your store won't be password protected, and that's when you can publish your store, and Shopify will tell you here that your store has been published. So that is pretty much it. That is how you can create and customize your entire Shopify store and launch your store and start making sales and start advertising your store to get your first sale. So if you're curious and you want to learn more how to get your first sale after you launch your Shopify store, make sure to watch the next video that I am going to plot it. That video will be really helpful to you. And that was it for today's video. If you find this video really helpful, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe on my channel for more video like this. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any question, let me know down below on the comment section. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next video.